Yes, hello again and welcome to another episode of Mags Frags Extra, where every now and again I go off topic and bring you something a little bit different to my usual fragrance reviews. Today's something that I've been looking forward to for quite a long time now, because this is my very first Tesla camping trip in my Model Y. Now, I've watched countless videos of people sleeping in their Teslas, waking up in beautiful locations, making coffee in the wilderness and generally living their best lives. But today I'm finding out whether it's actually as good as it looks, or if it's just another social media fantasy. The plan is simple. I'm spending a couple of nights at the Crow's Nest campsite near Caton Bay on the east coast of the UK, between Scarborough and Filey, and I am going to be sleeping in the car right in front of the sea. I'm also going to be trying out a few products that I think could completely transform my camping experience. Now, obviously this isn't quite wild camping yet. I'm starting at a campsite because I want to just get everything dialed in before heading off grid. But the ultimate goal is to use this setup for regular adventures and wild camping trips across the UK. So today we're putting everything to the test: comfort, practicality, power, refrigeration, shelter, and hopefully a good night's sleep. So let's get everything set up and ready for the first night. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about today is probably the most visually impressive part of the entire setup. If you're looking for a quick, versatile shelter for camping, family days out, festivals, fishing trips, or simply creating extra outdoor living space, then this could be exactly what you're after. This is the Dometic Hub 2 tailgate shelter. And one of the first things I love about the Hub 2 is how easily it is to set up. Unlike traditional shelters with a maze of poles, the Hub 2 uses an inflatable airframe design. The shelter comes complete with a pump and ground sheet included in the box, so you've got everything you need to get yourself started. Simply lay it out, peg the ground sheet in, and then connect the pump, and in less than 5 minutes you've got a fully inflated shelter which is ready to use, and it really is that simple. Another great feature is that the fabric is made from recycled plastic bottles, which is a nice touch for anyone who likes to make more environmentally conscious purchases without sacrificing quality or any durability. Now, the real magic of the Hub 2 is its modular design. You can use it exactly as it comes, but if you want to expand your setup, there are plenty of accessory options available. You can add a car tunnel to the front of it just to connect it directly to your vehicle, making it ideal for camping and road trips. There's also an internal tent available if you want to create a private sleeping area inside the shelter. And then for ventilation and insect protection, you can add like mesh side panels. And if you want more privacy and protection from the weather, there's also full side panels like I've got on this one, available with built-in mesh windows. This means you can start with the basic shelter and gradually customize it to suit exactly how you want to use it yourself. So let's talk about price. Here in the UK, you can pick up the Dometic Hub 2 from Go Outdoors for around about £550. However, it's definitely worth shopping around because I managed to find mine through a French website called Glissup. I paid just £350 for this basic shelter in the sale, which was a huge saving compared to the UK retail prices. I then added full side panels separately at around about £80 each, allowing me to build the setup I wanted while still spending less than I would have paid in the UK at full retail price. In use, the Hub 2 has been fantastic. It's spacious, feels sturdy once it's inflated, and offers plenty of headroom and creates a really comfortable outdoor living space. Whether you're using it for camping, relaxing at the beach, sheltering from the rain, or creating a base camp for the day, it performs brilliantly. The quick setup alone makes it a pleasure to use, and the modular accessories mean it can grow with you and your needs over time. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to solve before I embarked on my first camping trip was the sleeping situation. Let's be honest, if you're not comfortable sleeping in your car, the whole experience falls apart pretty quickly. This is the Snoozu mattress, and what immediately appealed to me is that it's been specifically designed for the Tesla Model Y. And after spending some time with it, I can honestly say that it's not your typical inflatable camping mattress. In fact, it's probably the closest thing I've found to bringing a proper hotel quality bed into your car. One of the biggest frustrations that I've found with generic airbeds is that they're exactly that, generic. They're designed to fit lots of vehicles but never fit any of them particularly well. The Snoozu is completely different because, like I say, it's made specifically for the Tesla Model Y. So once you've folded the rear seats down, this mattress slots into place perfectly and makes full use of the available sleeping space. The mattress comes with its own premium hold all, and when deflated, it fits perfectly into the lower trunk compartment of the Model Y. That means you can leave it in the car full time without sacrificing valuable cargo space. It's one of those details that shows this product has been designed by people who actually understand how Tesla owners use their vehicles. In terms of setup, the Snoozu has made this incredibly simple. The pump is built directly into the mattress, so you literally unfold it, press the inflate button, and that's it. No external pump, no cables, no separate accessories to remember. Just press the button and let it do its thing. A couple of moments later, you've got a fully inflated mattress that's ready to use. But here's where the Snoozu really separates itself from the countless airbeds available online. Most inflatable mattresses feel exactly what they are, an airbed. You can feel the air moving underneath and you get pressure points, and after a night or two, your back reminds you that you've been sleeping on basically a balloon. The Snoozu takes a completely different approach. It's built around a hotel quality memory foam construction. The mattress inflates through the centre, which provides support and structure, but you're actually sleeping on a substantial layer of memory foam. The result is a sleeping experience that feels far more like a proper mattress than an airbed. You get cushioning, you get support, and most importantly, you get comfort. When you lie down, the mattress contours to your whole body in a way that most camping mattresses just simply can't match. It's genuinely luxurious, and if you're planning to spend multiple nights sleeping in your Tesla, that difference becomes incredibly important. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the price. This isn't a budget accessory by any means. Once you've factored in importing it from Europe, you're looking at a cost of over £800. And yes, that's a lot of money for a mattress. There's just no getting around that. You could buy several standard airbeds for the same price, but here's the thing, none of those standard airbeds will give you this level of comfort, this level of convenience, or this level of integration with the Model Y. If you're someone who regularly camps, takes road trips, attends festivals, or simply enjoys Tesla camping adventures, then suddenly the equation changes. A great night's sleep can help make the difference. So it's up to you if you decide to make the investment or whether it's going to be worth it to you personally. But if you want to sleep in your Tesla, then this is the very best option. Next up are the Tesar blackout blinds. Now, one thing I quickly realised when planning Tesla camping trips is that privacy is going to be everything, and you don't want people walking past the car and watching you sleep, etc. You're also dealing with early morning sunlight, which wakes you up before you're ready to. Like the Snoozu mattress, the Tesar blinds are designed specifically for the Model Y, so they fit the windows remarkably well. They create a dark, private environment inside the car, and with their 5-layer system, they also help with temperature regulation. They work really well, but the suction cups that come on the rear blind are pretty useless, to be honest, and they don't even hold up for more than 10 minutes, so you will need to buy some better suction cups for that back blind. But apart from that, I think these are a perfect camping accessory. When they're all in place, it feels less like sleeping in a vehicle and more like having a tiny mobile bedroom. Okay, so the one thing I definitely don't want to worry about when I start wild camping is running out of power. That's where this beast comes in. This is the DJI Power 2000, along with an extra expansion battery, which between them create 4 kilowatts of power, which provides a serious amount of portable energy that can keep all my essential electronics running for a good few days. Now, there are plenty of excellent power station brands out there, and competition in this space is pretty fierce. But I already own several DJI drones, cameras and microphones, so having everything integrated with the DJI ecosystem just makes sense for me, along with the quality and reliability I've come to expect from the brand. My setup includes the Power 2000 itself, an expansion battery for additional capacity, and the 1.8 kilowatt solar charging module that gives me a huge amount of flexibility whether I'm out filming on location, travelling, or simply using it around the house. And that's the thing that surprised me most. I actually use the power station at home just as much as I do for content creation or when I'm camping. With electricity prices still being a concern, I've been using it to run power-hungry appliances like electric heaters, kettles, and even my washing machine. In fact, a full 1 hour washing machine cycle only uses about 10% of its available battery capacity, which really puts into perspective just how much power this unit stores. The build quality is excellent, it's easy to use, and the expansion option mean it can grow with your needs. For me personally, it's become far more than just a portable power station for filming. It's now a useful part of my everyday home setup as well. Overall, if you're already investing in DJI products like I am, the DJI Power 2000 makes a lot of sense and has proven to be a reliable, versatile addition to my gear collection. Next up is the Halfords Advanced 32 litre compressor camping fridge, which is a portable fridge and freezer designed for camping, road trips, camper vans, festivals and outdoor adventures. Now, this isn't your typical electric cool box. It uses a compressor system like the fridge in your kitchen, which means you can properly refrigerate everything and even freeze food, reaching temperatures as low as -22 degrees Celsius. My first impressions are very positive. It feels solid, well built and designed to cope with life on the road. Around 14 kilograms, it's not the lightest bit of kit, but that's the trade-off for having genuine refrigeration performance. I think 32 litres is about the sweet spot. It's a real great size. It's large enough for a couple or small family on a weekend trip, with plenty of room for food, drinks and essentials, while still being compact enough to fit comfortably in most vehicles. The controls are simple and easy to use. There's a clear digital display, temperature adjustment buttons, and that's pretty much it. You can use it as a fridge or a freezer depending on your needs, and there are also a few useful extras, including cup holders on the lid, a built-in bottle opener and a drain plug that makes cleaning much easier. When it comes to performance, this is where the fridge really shines. Unlike cheaper cool boxes that struggle in hot weather, this maintains the temperature that you set. Whether you're keeping drinks cold or food frozen, it does the job reliably. It's also surprisingly quiet. You can hear the compressor kicking occasionally, but it's no louder than a normal household fridge. Power consumption is reasonable too, because the compressor cycles on and off rather than running continuously, making it a good option for camper vans, leisure batteries and portable power stations. Okay, so now let's talk about comfort outside the car. Because while sleeping in the Tesla is great, you don't want to be spending the entire trip sitting inside it. I've brought along this Berghaus freeform camping furniture setup, including a couple of small tables and reclining chairs with footrests. They also do a larger table and some storage cabinets that I do wish I'd have picked up, but I'll probably pick one of those up for my next trip. It's all super easy to set up, and as soon as you take them out of the carrying cases, they simply pop up in seconds. And honestly, this might be the most relaxing part of the whole setup. The chairs are sturdy, comfortable and allow you to properly unwind after a day's exploring. Add the footrests and suddenly you're not camping anymore, you're practically lounging on a recliner in your outdoor living room. One thing I'm learning very quickly is that camping isn't just about surviving outdoors, it's about creating a comfortable environment where you actually want to spend time. The price of this furniture as well is not that pricey at all, and I think I picked this whole lot up for around about £200 from Go Outdoors. The Berghaus freeform furniture becomes the social hub of the campsite, somewhere to eat, work, charge equipment or simply enjoy the surroundings. So definitely one of the most important bits of camping gear you'll need if you're just heading out on your first adventure. Okay, so as the day turns into night, you are going to need some form of light source, whether it be a torch, a tent lantern, or just some decorative lighting. I've brought with me 3 of these Campro Libra Lenny camping lights, which are great because they're made of silicone throughout, so that means they're not going to break. You can hang them absolutely anywhere and even place them down on a table, etc. So they are super versatile and provide a decent amount of light. There's 3 modes, including both cool and warm tones, and battery life is excellent, giving you more than enough battery life to give you a full evening's illumination. These are available on Amazon and cost £35 usually, but you can pick them up for about £29 when there's a deal on. I've also installed some Lepro RGB string lights around the edge of the Dometic shelter, which can be controlled using a dedicated app. There's loads of modes and can even change colour to the sound of music, but I quite like the simple warm light mode personally. Finally, a head torch is always handy if you need to go to the toilet in the middle of the night, etc. And I use a couple of these all-light ones. These are absolute beasts and have tons of features. I will probably do a standalone review of these at some point, but for now I'll just say definitely go and buy one. Okay, so next up is a product that many campers will say is just as important as the tent itself when it comes to going camping, and that's the multi-tool. Every man has owned a Swiss Army knife at some point in his life, but in my opinion the Leatherman Surge 21-piece multi-tool is the cream of the crop. The first thing you'll notice is its weight. This isn't a lightweight pocket tool. It's solid, robust and feels incredibly well made. The stainless steel construction immediately gives you the confidence that it's built to last. The Surge packs a huge range of tools into one package, including pliers, replacement wire cutters, knives, scissors, a saw, files, screwdrivers, bottle and can openers and much more. Despite the number of tools, everything feels well engineered and secure with strong locking mechanisms throughout. One of the standout features for me is the spring-loaded scissors. They're genuinely useful and far more capable than the small, flimsy little scissors found on many multi-tools. The pliers are also exceptionally strong and make light work of demanding tasks. In everyday use, the Surge is incredibly versatile, whether you're doing DIY, carrying out repairs, camping or tackling jobs around the house. It often eliminates the need to reach for a full-blown toolbox. The main downside is the weight probably. At over 300 grams, you'll definitely notice that you're carrying it. And it isn't the cheapest option either. I think they're about 150 quid these. However, those compromises come with increased durability and capability. Overall, the Leatherman Surge is an outstanding multi-tool. It's tough, practical and packed with features that you'll actually use. If you're looking for a serious multi-tool that can handle almost anything, then this is got to be one of the best options available. Yeah, as the evening arrives, it's finally time to test what Tesla camping is all about. One of the reasons the Model Y is so popular for camping is Tesla's camp mode. It maintains a comfortable cabin temperature throughout the night, keeps ventilation running and allows you to sleep comfortably regardless of the weather outside. Everything is now set up, the mattress is ready, the blackout blinds are installed, the fridge is stocked, the power station is fully charged. Now all that's left is to see whether I can actually get a good night's sleep and seeing just how far this Tesla camping journey can take me. If you've enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments if you've ever camped in a Tesla before and if there's any gear that you think I should add before I try out my first wild camping trip. See you later.